Thanks for clicking. I'm coming at you with the review and the continuing saga of my searching for a job situation. If you've watched, excuse me, I just ate. If you've watched my other videos, I think it was, I don't know, something, excuse me, I just ate. I did a couple of videos, uploaded them back to back, where it was just job frustration talk and then like looking for a job with no references, something like that. So it might have been one of those or something. I asked you viewers if I should go, because I had applied basically up until at this point 3 places, and I went back to one of them and they still have the now hiring sign. I was just like, what the hell? And I asked you guys if I should go to the other 2 just for the hell of it, follow up, and no one responded, so I took it to mean yes, I should. That's a joke. But I decided yesterday was kind of nice, and this has been a abnormally, how do you say this? Abnormally like cool July here, and where the air is pretty cool and stuff. And I was like, pretty nice day yesterday. I had something to return at the mall, and sometimes on a day when I start off driving and stuff, I kind of refer to it as like a pinball machine. It's like you go somewhere and interact with people, and it's like, it just kind of, for me, it makes you want to just keep going somewhere else. I want to go here, and then the day is so beautiful, it's like, I want to go here, where else can I go? And you just want to stay out in the world. That's what happens. Yesterday was kind of a good day for me, because it was the pinball machine syndrome. And up at the mall where I returned something, there was this furniture store, and who I've seen who have had like help wanted signs before and stuff, and they had a help wanted sign. I'm like, got an application, and so it was one of these days, like that day where afterwards I posted the "There's a Whole World Out There" video. It was another one of those days where it was like, life didn't feel so hopeless being out there, and you go here and there, beautiful day, and there's places with help wanted signs. You get an application, and it's like you feel like you're moving forward, and you feel like maybe there's hope after all, kind of a day. So it was one of those days where I was just pinballing all over the place. I'm like, screw it, let's go to those 2 other shops and see if just by chance I can follow up, see if by chance the help wanted signs are still up on these places. And long story short, both places still had their help wanted signs. As I approached the first one, I was just like hoping it was gone so I could just keep walking, because for me, if it was up, if the help wanted sign was still up, it was like, well, you should go in there and inquire and follow up and see if the hiring manager got the application. And that was the wine tasting place, which isn't my forte anyway. Wine place or whatever, and it's just like, I go in there and it's like, hiring manager here? Well, she's on the, yes, but she's on the phone in a meeting. And so I'm like, okay, I'll come back. And because the 2 shops are in the same general vicinity, so I walk down the other one, and oh man, help wanted signs on that one. And I go in there, okay, I better follow up, and there's this older, it's such a small shop that there's probably only one person on at a time, which kind of would be, I don't know. I don't know. I'm torn. I don't know if I want to work with people or not. Like I say, it's just a matter of luck. If you end up with people you like, then you want to work with people. If you end up with people, there's goods and bads to both sides, because you may end up with someone you don't like, and that's not going to happen if you work alone, but also you're going to be alone, and So there was this older woman in there, and I'm like, I thought maybe she's the hiring manager. I'm like, is the hiring manager in? And she's like, no, what do you want to talk to her about? And I almost laughed out loud. I'm like, it's like, are you kidding me? This woman was so stupid. Obviously I'm not going to get hired there, because your IQ must have to be really low to get a job there. But it's like, I asked for the hiring manager, and it's like, what do I want to talk to her about? Well, I thought maybe I can't think of any clever joke right now, but what the fuck do you think I want to talk to her about? If I want to talk to the hiring manager, and in reference to the help wanted sign on the goddamn door. I didn't say that. That's what was in my head. And this woman was just inept, I mean, the definition of inept, Jesus. And I'm like, well, the hiring manager is never at this particular place. Because I kind of want to inquire, like I said on the other video, to make sure they at least got the application, So I found out jack shit from that woman, and I found out the hiring manager's name. It's just so weird to me. It's been like, what, 3 weeks or something? Since, time check, 10 minutes left, give or take, 9 minutes. It's been like 3 weeks or something since I've even been there, it seems like. And they both all 3 places still have the help. It's like, what do you expect, or why, I just don't get it. They're looking for, like, you have to be like an ex-CEO of frickin' Microsoft to work part-time at these stupid shops. Why aren't they filling these positions is my question. And like I said in the other video, some other video I did, you get so mad when you walk up and you see the help wanted sign still there, because it's like, what the fuck? I've got a lot of experience in retail, and I've been at my last 3 jobs for over a year. Actually been at the last 3 jobs I've had for over 2 years, each one. And it's like, I can work anytime, literally. I mean, I don't want to really work the mornings, but you don't say that until you're hired. But, I mean, I have no problem working weekends. As a matter of fact, I like working weekends because it's always busy, in a retail place on the weekends. And that's what I have no life, so I don't do anything on the weekends. So I'm a perfect, someone who actually wants to work weekends, and you could pay me whatever the hell you want. And there's so many advantages to me, and I just, I don't understand what these people are looking for. So that second place was kind of, I wasn't able to find out if the manager got it or not. So then I went back to the other place, and the hiring manager was off the phone, and I was able to talk to her, and oh my god. I mean, she looks at you like, I don't know, none of you are probably going to get this analogy, but she looked at me like the Sandy Hook, the town of Sandy Hook looked at that Wolfgang Helbig when he came over there, when he went over there to inquire about these unanswered questions about, why there are no trauma helicopters, and, who declared all these people dead within 15 minutes, and all these stuff, how the, what's the citizens council, just the council members, I guess, just city council members just looked at him with these glaring, not hateful, but just like eyes of, non-like, so anyway, she looked at me like that, like, and I don't understand why you have to treat me like that, or you should be, even if I'm not what you're looking for, you should be delighted that, someone came back and inquired. Why treat me or look at me in a way like, oh God, doesn't he get the hint? I didn't call him, and now he's coming back. Back in the day, like I said in another video, when that's how I got one of my jobs in high school, is I did go back and inquire. I got the job because of it. So are those times gone now, and now you're a pest if you come back and inquire about a job? That's what it kind of feels like, and I don't understand why it has to feel like that. Time check. So, about 4 minutes left. So that was yesterday, and I got an application from this furniture place, which, I don't know. I'm not really hopeful. I try not to expect anything. You just fill out applications and drop them off. The more you drop off and hear nothing, the least you expect. At least that's how I operate. So, yesterday, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I went back and inquired at these places, and I found out from the one woman who looked at me with eyes of just whatever, like, why are you here? And then she was like, yeah, and it's tough because, you know, it was after the summer hours, like the winter hours go down to like 5 hours a week. And I'm thinking, I hope that's all one day, you know, like not 5 days a week, an hour a day, you know. I'm thinking, how lame. That's what that other woman did at the first place I applied at when I got the application, and she looked at me with those glaring eyes. It has to be some kind of either cripple phobia or some kind of something to do with the crippleness. Either it's a cripple phobia or a religiously related cripple phobia, like they think I'm the devil's child. It's something to do with the, you know, the thing is you can never know what their problem is, and that bugs me, but then I just let it go because it doesn't fucking matter. But I'm just like that. I like to know everything, you know. I like to know why they acted in the way they did. So she's like, you know, oh, what I was saying is, is that what the other woman did. She tried to kind of like, you know, talk when if someone you're talking to tries to talk you out of a job, that means they don't want you, as far as I can tell. Where the other woman was like, yeah, it's only 15 hours a week, and obviously me appearing older, not some high school kid, she was probably trying to dissuade me to be interested or to pursue the job, you know, the job. And it's like, well, that's perfect, you know. The intention kind of was to get like 2 jobs at 15 or so hours a week, you know, for me. That was the intention. So I'm like, I probably pissed her off when I'm like, that's perfect. And she's like, ah. And then when I'm like, do you have paper applications or what? She's like, ah. I mean, she didn't do that out loud, but I could sense in her mind she was sighing. Like, ah, I got to waste a paper application on this guy, you know. And I was so close to almost asking that first woman, you know, is there any point in me applying, because you don't seem like very welcoming, you know, but you ain't gonna get the job that way, you know. So maybe I can end it here and not go to the full 15, just because the rest of it would be rambling anyway. So that's my, I'm trying to, you know, I feel lazy today. It was probably because I was all over the place yesterday, but obviously the next order of business is to fill out the application for the furniture store, which I kind of, well, yeah, like I said, I don't expect anything, but just fill it out, I guess, and see what's going on. I've actually, since the last video, I've actually got 2 subscribers. One of them's like a mystery subscriber, so who you can't tell who it is, and that's kind of weird. Maybe it's like, I don't know, Britney Spears or something. Someone famous who doesn't want to know they subscribe, but that's pretty cool, and people are watching my, you know, videos, and so I'm like, well, it's been a couple days, let's do another one and get a 3rd subscriber, yeah. And you know, it's not about subscribers, don't get me wrong, it's not about subscribers, it's about, you know, obviously, you know, simply doing the videos, Time Check, is therapeutic, but obviously if someone can watch it and enjoy it as I watch other people's videos and enjoy them, and it helps me to feel not so alone, you know, hearing other people, you know, watching and hearing other people in front of me on a little screen talking. So if my videos can help other people the way their videos help me, that's great. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I can't think of anything to say after that. We'll catch you later.